The Karnataka government that has reacted strongly to reports suggesting that Andhra Pradesh has offered land for relocating HAL. That is the facility from Bengaluru, because it's Andhra Pradesh's Chief Minister Chandrababu Naidu proposing 10,000 acres in Anantapur for aerospace projects, but did not specifically go ahead and mention the firm HAL. Karnataka ministers have now promised to oppose any relocation, saying this is our pride. And that has sparked a political row between the two states. While D.K. Shivkumar has flatly rejected any proposal, he's also gone on to confirm that HAL is our pride. We have provided land for expansion, and if they want to expand, we're ready to support that move as well. That is what D.K. Shivkumar really has said in the matter. My colleague Shiv Arur joining us. Shiv, of course, D.K. Shivkumar there saying that this is a matter of self-respect and that they're not going to allow any sort of relocation of their pride, which is called HAL.
Hindustan Aeronautics Limited was born in Bengaluru. All their biggest facilities are in and around Bengaluru as well. They manufacture fighter aircraft, helicopters, drones, trainer aircraft, etc. In the larger Bengaluru area and on the outskirts. So I'm not surprised at all that D.K. Shivakumar, M.B. Patil and other Karnataka ministers are reacting in this sort of aggressive manner to reports that Chandrababu Naidu is trying to lobby to either lure HAL into expanding as its next step in Andhra Pradesh rather than expand right there where its ecosystem is in Karnataka. Now there is of course a history to this. Karnataka has been in the headlines for the last years, not just under this government but under the previous ones as well, over broken infrastructure, land mafia, all sorts of things. The fact that waterlogging takes place. It is supposed to be the tech hub of the country, but it has seen a decline in terms of investor interest owing to infrastructure breakdown. But be that as it may, Karnataka continues to be a huge industrial hub, and HAL has its home in Karnataka, and that's the reason why maybe Chandrababu Naidu, who has been reportedly lobbying with the defense minister, with the central government, he is after all an NDA ally and a very key ally. There may be some political compulsions and leverage at play where he understands that HAL needs to expand its production lines, build more helicopter and fighter production lines, especially for the Tejas, in order to meet the large requirements of the Indian Air Force. There are future production lines that need to be set up as well. And therefore, Chief Minister Naidu in Andhra Pradesh sniffs an opportunity for industrial expansion and maybe wants to use his political heft with the centre to try and get some of that in. And that's the reason why I think the Karnataka government is feeling threatened right now. To clarify, there will not be any shifting or relocation of any facility, because the ones in Karnataka are entrenched. They're very, very crucial. They're already, hot lines producing aircraft and helicopters for military customers as well as export customers. So anything that potentially Andhra Pradesh does get in the form of a production line will have to be greenfield, which means something built entirely from scratch. But the point is, this tug of war and this tussle between Karnataka and Andhra Pradesh is any new business, any new factory needs to be in Karnataka, but Andhra wants a piece of the pie as well, and that's what this fight is about.
Right, of course, the government in Karnataka said that they have no problem as far as, they do start from scratch, and they have, it's not a question of relocation like you mentioned. Of course, Bengaluru became the base for aviation and defense sector since Jawaharlal Nehru's time, and what they really are saying that this really has very little to do with the BJP, and it's really a matter of self-respect, Shiv Arur.
That's right. That is correct. If you notice, almost all politics emanating from Karnataka these days hinges on Kannada pride, local pride, Karnataka pride, and that is something that has a very strong emotional connect with the people. Karnataka is also important politically, not just to the Congress, but obviously also to the BJP, which has been in power before this government, and therefore the idea of mixing Karnataka pride, identity pride, with what is essentially, a tug of war over factory expansions and aerospace ecosystems makes this a big political potboiler. The fact that Chandrababu Naidu, as the Chief Minister, is under a degree of pressure to industrialize Andhra Pradesh in a big way. He was seen as a former CEO, as it were, of Hyderabad, seen as the architect of creating Hyderabad into an IT hub on the lines of Bengaluru. He is under pressure now to deliver on the many promises he made when he rode back to power last year, which is to create a high-tech ecosystem, high-skilled jobs, aerospace manufacturing, export hubs, etc. from Andhra Pradesh, which has large ports as well. I think that's what's playing on Chandrababu Naidu's mind right now. So regional pride is very much going to be in the mix as we see this story escalate.
Absolutely, Shiv. And of course, the Karnataka Industries Minister is saying that the ecosystem is great when it comes to Karnataka. Let's listen in to MB Patil, who spoke with our colleague Deepak in Bengaluru.
Minister of Karnataka, of course, has said that he will not allow for favoritism as far as HAL is concerned. Sir, Mr. Chandrababu Naidu asking for new projects of HAL to be set up in Andhra Pradesh. How do you really look at it, sir?
You see, every state is lobbying. We are also into race, they are also into race. And we'll also lobby. And the ecosystem here, the ecosystem is a great ecosystem. We are globally number 3.
Okay.
And in the country, we are the 67% of the aerospace and defense contribution comes from Karnataka. You name anyone, Airbus, to Boeing, to Safra, to Lockheed Martin, anyone. And yesterday you saw this Tata Airbus, this one coming over here.
Yeah.
So this is the ecosystem.
Yeah.
And we have a dedicated policy of new industrial policies there. We have a aerospace and defense policy. And the people who are come there, they look for the infrastructure,
so, but
for the ecosystem here.
Considering the fact that the BJP is at the center, now Mr. Naidu's party, of course, is an ally. Do you really have any apprehensions of, favoritism here?
So, I don't want to comment on this, because one thing is they are lobbying, we are also lobbying. And we are hopeful because of the ecosystem on merit. Karnataka should get all this one.
Thank you for speaking to NDTV.
And we also have Uma Sudhir joining us to get us the very latest. Uma, Karnataka ministers are pushing back forcefully on this proposal that's been made by Chandrababu Naidu without really naming HAL.
Yes, indeed. Traditionally, if you see, there has been a rivalry between Bengaluru and Hyderabad, and especially that started at the time that Chandrababu Naidu was Chief Minister, that is till 2004. And at that time, we used to talk about IT and bringing in corporates to Hyderabad that Chandrababu Naidu was managing to do. And even though Bengaluru has always been much bigger in size in terms of the IT space and industry, but still Hyderabad was giving good competition. And now you're talking about a Congress government in Karnataka and an NDA government in Andhra Pradesh, and of course Andhra Pradesh and Chandrababu Naidu are under tremendous pressure to show all-round development of the state, and they have always leveraged this proximity to Bengaluru in order to bring industry to the Rayalaseema area of Andhra Pradesh. As you know, even the Mahanadu that is being conducted right now, the party meeting of Telugu Desam is being conducted in Rayalaseema, because the NDA government, Chandrababu Naidu, Telugu Desam, all of them very, very conscious of the fact that the capital is going to be located in Amravati, which is really the coastal Andhra Pradesh. Rayalaseema also needs to bring in some or have some development, and when we are talking about equitable development all over the state, Andhra Pradesh wants to pitch itself. So I have spoken to someone who was in the meeting of Chief Minister Chandrababu Naidu with Rajnath Singh, and he has said that what the Chief Minister had pitched was for expansion of HAL and offering that readily available land, about 10,000 acres, just about 70 kilometers from the Andhra Pradesh-Karnataka border, which makes it really very close to the defense ecosystem that Bengaluru and Karnataka is talking and boasting about, and saying that we are able to give you readily available 10,000 acres plus all the readily available infrastructure that we will create there, and therefore any expansion could possibly happen in Andhra Pradesh. And of course Mr. Naidu is going to leverage as much as possible his position in the NDA as well as a very important partner of the NDA at the center, and try and bring in this important industry here. The CMO has however clarified that we are not talking about moving any pre-existing facility. That is what seems to have raised the hackles in Karnataka, and of course they are going to be pitching also to say that because we already have facilities in say Bengaluru and Tumkuru as well, that we can give you more land, and therefore we would like to have that expansion also happening in Karnataka itself. So yes, this is healthy rivalry between the states which are pitching themselves as good destinations for HAL to expand its operations, and of course political leverages and weightage being put in place as well, or rather being leveraged at this point in time in order to try and get that industry towards themselves. Back to you.
Right, thank you so much, Uma, for getting us all those details of it's Hyderabad versus Bengaluru. And let's just go across to Deepak, who's joining us from Bengaluru. Deepak, take us through, this is, of course, the Deputy Chief Commissioner, the Deputy Chief Minister, D.K. Shivkumar, who has gone on to say that this is a matter of, as far as expansion is concerned, that they're really ready to support that kind of move if the need be. So, where is the problem is what D.K. Shivkumar is asking in the matter.
Like Uma was pointing out there is of course a rivalry when it comes to either the IT industry or now even as far as the defense sector is concerned, and especially the production. Here when you have the LCA production that's already happening in Karnataka as far as HAL is concerned, then you have one of the biggest helicopter manufacturing units that has been set up very recently in Tumkuru, and the Prime Minister himself of course had inaugurated it a couple of years ago. There is a huge ecosystem that is already prevalent here in Karnataka. When I spoke to the Industries Minister a little while ago, he's of the opinion that, well, lobbying anybody can do for setting up a unit in any state in the country, and that's the right of every government. But here on merit, Karnataka really deserves any expansion idea, if there is any, from the Defence Ministry. He's saying that he'll also have constant negotiations, and he'll be in touch with union ministers, considering that this is on the cards. While of course Mr. Chandrababu Naidu, in his own right, can go ahead and pitch for any parcel of land to be developed by HAL. Karnataka has 67% of the aerospace and defence industries in the state, and that's where the ecosystem is very much available for any industry to come in, is the pitch that's coming in from the Industries Minister. There was earlier some apprehensions whether the request was actually to shift HAL. Well, that's probably not going to happen at all, because it's already a very established setup unit. Any possibility here would be an expansion, and like the Industries Minister pointed out here, it is really for any state in the country to pitch for a setup to be done in their respective states. But as of now, Karnataka on its merit should really have any deserving expansion, is the statement that's really coming in officially from the government.